Hey guys, I promised to do an analysis on Zero's front build, but I decided to do my own adaptation of his build to be more original than copying what exactly he does. So right here you can see that I'm building the land factory here, T1 land factory, and I am building just two power generators, and then I'm sending my commander directly to the front. The reason is that you want to get there as soon as you can, without crippling your economy, without stalling your economy. So the two power generators is crucial because that's the efficient amount to support the engineer production and the early 2 or 3 mexes until you have more engineers to build your power generators. So your commanders should be moving up right away around 1 minute mark or 50 second marks. So you have 2 engineers to assist on these to build these mexes around your base. Then the 3rd engineer to build a line of just power generators. Why a line? The reason is that you're gonna have to build all the factories spam around the power generators to get the power bonus, and also you need that power for your commander's upgrade because you're not gonna be having enough resource to go T2 power because that's just simply too expensive. So might as well just build a lot of T1s to compensate for that. So right here you can see that I'm sending the engineer to build the hydropower. The reason is that the hydropower provides a huge boost in the early game in your energy, and you want to have that energy to upgrade your mexes. That's the sole reason for getting that hydropower so early, or else I wouldn't get it, because you have to have the energy to upgrade your mexes. So where do you get the mass to upgrade these mexes? Of course you're going to get the mass from your middle, from those 2 T2 ships, whatever in the middle. So these are two key elements to your success in this game. First is commander reclaiming the middle mass, and that hydropower. If you don't have either one, you're screwed because you're just going to be too slow in terms of tech and production. So, and also you have 3 engineers assisting on this land factory here because you want to have more engineers. But at the same time, you don't want to have too much, because too much is going to stall your power, and also you're not going to have enough multitasking to deal with the huge amount of engineers coming out of that base. So I'm building around, I think, 8 to 10 factories to start. I could produce more if needed, depending on how good the other player is in the middle, whether or not he's spamming or teching or whatnot. So it really depends, but good players usually don't tech. So right here you can see that I'm catching him off, just building the T1 turret here. And we got to the middle just approximately the same time, so he has some decent skills. As you can see, he's attacking my commander. He just canceled the T1 turret. But the key here is not just focusing on what the other commander is doing. The key here is to reclaim more of that mass in the middle than he does. You can attack all you want because the T1 units are not gonna do much damage anyway. It's just a little harassment, so just don't care about that, don't mind about that. You want to focus more on your economy, but at the same time you don't want to take too much damage, because once you take too much damage you're gonna have to retreat to the water, because you can expect, if your health is down to like a 300 or 400 HP, then the enemy could send like bombers or T1 gunships to take you out, so you want to stay close to the water whenever possible. The key to this build is that you want to micro your commander as much as you can to dance off those damage. At the same time, you're going to have to multitask a lot to upgrade, produce your units and getting your economy up in the early game. So my score right now is the highest because the reason is I'm using all this mass to upgrade my mass extractors, as well as building factories and producing units, and I'm using the least amount of effort to deal with the threat in the middle. And as I spam more mantis, I want to build them up. I don't want to just move them in whenever I have like 2 or 3 of them, because that's not going to do anything at all, because you know, he has this commander here. One commander can take out like 10 mantis pretty easily, I would say, without taking much of the damage at all. So you want to save up at least 30 to 40 of them and then move in. It's best that you move in with some kind of upgrade your commander, preferably the gun upgrade, because the gun upgrade can take out the enemy T1 units fairly easily. It takes about like 2 or 3 hits to kill someone, to some T1 units. So I'm having the engineers to assist the power and the mass upgrades, and as well as getting more units here. My commander is trying to reclaim the T3 and T2 bots in the middle. The mistake that the enemy makes this game is that he's not reclaiming so much early in the game. It's really crucial, because if you don't reclaim so much in the early game, you're going to be just too slow in terms of mass tech, because you know, the more mass you have, the more units you can produce. And if you get your unit count to a critical amount, you move out, and that's GG, because if you're a really good player, you should know that more units will always win, not tech. And timing here is really important too. But you gotta watch out your commander, because he could die pretty much any second, so you want to have some kind of support going on. You want to ask your ally to support with air at least, because you don't have the resource to go air factory and whatnot. So I have about 4 T2 mexes right now, and I'm upgrading the other ones as well, and I'm building some mass storages to get the output bonus. And this T1 radar here in the middle is very important as well. It gives you exactly what enemy is doing, so you can have information about what he's doing and how to deal with that. So he has set up the land factory here in the middle, so I expect him to tech pretty much. And he's going to have probably teching his commander to T2. So I'm trying to catch him off guard when he's teching. So right here you can see that I'm starting the commander's gun upgrade. So I'm preparing for a push. I have about like 30 of my mantis ready. So at the same time you have to do all this upgrade and reclaiming at the same time. So my ally on that side is doing a little harassment with his arty. But that's not going to do much, because he's just trying to keep the enemy in his place, not trying to push out. So as soon as the commander's upgrade is done, I'm going to move out with full force, and that should be pretty much GG, because in terms of score, I'm the highest right now. So I don't see how this game is going to turn into his favor somehow, unless his ally helps him. So yeah, the commander's upgrade is pretty much finished, I think, and I'm just going to move in with a bunch of T1s, although I have my land factory to T2 and start producing these T2 tanks, but that's not going to be much of a difference, because your commander's gun really makes a huge difference. You'll see how many units you can kill with that, because the range and the firing rate is so good, because yeah, you can see that they don't even see your commander coming, and they're just retreating, because the gun is just so strong. So I think his commander is upgrading right now, so that's just catching him off guard right now. And also the thing about this gun is that it has a really fast cooldown for the overcharger. So even if he has T2 units, you can simply just overcharge them and deal with that. So yeah, like, I think that's GG, because he doesn't really have anything at this point. Yeah, see, his health is just going down so fast. So that's GG because this build works very, very well, even against really good players. So I hope you enjoyed this commentary, and I hope you learned something from this.